Hey guys, Miner coming at you. Rusty's going to start doing some cut tests here. He's got think about a 1-inch sizzle rope here. We're going to be cutting. I got some high pressure air hose. You could drive over this stuff. It's the stuff you're going to find in tire stations. Maybe some paracord over here. I got some high pressure vinyl tubing. I got some grapes and tomatoes, and that's what we're getting started on first. We got grapes and tomatoes up next. We're comparing some of my nugget knives, hollow grind versus flat grind. Okay guys, and these are the knives we're going to be testing. From the nugget series, we got the P662, and it's less than a 3-inch blade. And it's a flat grind. This is sharpened by Rusty with a 20-degree angle. And this is the Kaiser Vigor with N690 and also around a 3-inch blade. But it's a hollow grind. So we're looking at hollow grinds versus flat grinds in this section. So we'll set those aside. Next up, we got the Kaiser Oh So Sweet. Also, got a little bit of water on there. Hollow grind. And we're going to go against the steel wheel cut jack. And we're going to see the difference there. This one's in D2. Factory edge on the steel wheel. And we got a 20-degree put on by the Miner here on this Oh So Sweet. And then we're going to bring out the Olight Drever, and this has a flat grind that gets pretty thin, and it's got the finger choil there, N690 blade steel, and the Civivi Dogma, and both these have been sharpened by me with 20-degree angle. So, you know, 20 degrees is not super slicey. But it is, well, we'll see how it does. So hollow grind, and it might be about the same thickness behind the edge. So, well, I'll leave this one open here. So those are the knives we're just going to test today with grapes and tomatoes. One of my, was suggested on a cut test. We're looking at slicing performance. Someone said peel grapes, sliced tomatoes, saran wrap, which I didn't get for this test. But stay tuned for the cut test. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, first up we have the Rake PP2, and this is an attempt to skin a grape. All right, here. I should have cut proof gloves on here. Okay, so we're doing it like this. Peeling a grape. Let's get back here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I think 4 passes is enough. Let's see how thin those are. Yeah, not super thin. So, oh well, Rusty's going to eat that grape. We're going to move on to the Kaiser Vigor. Okay, this is a hollow grind. Okay, so guys, I think what we're looking at here is thinness behind the edge. I'll try that again. See, I just can't get it started. Now that could be my fault. But it's easier to do with the Kaiser. So, okay, let's take it all the way out to, okay, and it's still getting it done even out here on this flat grind. So, okay, Next up, the Oh So Sweet and the Cut Jack. All right, first up, the Oh So Sweet, and we have a hollow grind on this and 8CR13 MOV steel. Okay. So, you want to be able to take, and when you finish that off, you know, the skin comes with you. So, I have a tough time getting it started here. Okay, and we can go all the way through there. Let's grab another one for the Cut Jack. Now, you'll notice this is a flat grind. It does get thin. I got to tell you guys on this one, this is not a Rusty's edge. This is a factory edge. And I determined it seemed sharp enough at the time. So, and by the way, this is D2 steel, which I don't think grapes are going to be too bad on it. Tomato, though, we got to watch out for the tomato. So there we go. So yeah, that's what your factory edges are. Just, you know, it's going to cut, but it's not that super slicey. So let's move on. Okay, up next is our Civivi Dogma versus the Olight Driver. And remember, we're comparing hollow grinds to, oh, that one didn't really, okay. Trying to stay thin here. So that was actually pretty good. If we're just, you know, okay. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about skin and grapes. This one feels sharp. I got to put a 20-degree angle on all of these. And this one just feels nice and slicey. Now, it could be the grape. That's one thing you don't know. But I'm just grabbing them. They're from the same bunch. They all feel firm. And now we have the Olight Driver with a flat grind and 690. Okay. And what we're not able to do there, okay, actually impressing me. Wow. I thought I'd have an advantage with my Dogma, but this one's actually doing pretty good. Well, that one was, it's kind of hard for old Rusty here. There we go. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, it's all right. So, okay. I think we're going to move on to the tomatoes. Okay, I think for the tomatoes, I'm going to line you up from the side here. And we're just going to try to break down these into small pieces. And we'll see what we get there. So I think we're going to have to go, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see some of this. And what I want to do is slice it this way. See how you can see what's happening is this tomato wants to give way. So you need a sharp knife. You know, they make what they call tomato knives. All right, and this is something also why I like this one. This did a good job on the grapes because when I cut this one, you see how in order to cut all the way, I have to get the tip there, and it did it. But you don't get, you're only using this much of your blade here. I'll cut myself there. So, Hopefully you guys can still see. We're going to cut here. Oh, didn't get there. Cut. Oh, I don't know if you're seeing this. And we'll give it, so if you just push down, it's not even enough to break that skin. You got to do that slicing motion. Old Rusty, he's not a cook or anything, but that's going to be the thinness of the blade, which is part's going to be from the grind, and then as well as how well it's sharpened. So a little bit, okay. So this one, I apply just a little pressure, and the knife is doing the cutting. It's not, if I push, it's not sharp enough, but just a little pressure and the knife is doing the cutting. Now we're up to the cut jack. All right, that did pretty good. Yep. Oh. Okay, it's not. All right, so that was so sweet. Again, that could be, this is a factory. See, I don't know if you guys can see. I have to press to, so this one maybe will benefit if Rusty does some sharpening here. Okay, now we're moving on again to some of my nuggets here. This is the Dogma, and I like to carry the Dogma. And the Dogma, boy guys, this is just a slicey boy. We're going to do that again. But part of this is the belly. So when I'm in there, we got that belly, and part of it is the thinness of this blade. Maybe some of it is, the metal N69 or VG10. It's Chinese VG10. It's 10CR15 MOV. And here's my driver, which I said doesn't get enough love. How are we doing? Yep, just slice her across there. Okay, failed a little bit, but it's getting through. Had a little struggle. Little struggle. So the Dogma is actually going to slice tomatoes better. All right, that did it there. Okay. So this stuff here is just not, you're not going to be able to really cut this. This is pudding, but that's still part of that tomato. So I don't know, guys. I think this Kaiser did the best on the grapes and held its own with the tomato. And then we got this Avivi. So it's kind of, for me on this end, it's kind of a showdown between the two. Of course, I think this one did well. This one, and I'm going to put this cut jack, and I think part of it, maybe factory edge, and maybe just the blade grind itself is a little bit thicker. So not as much of a slicer, a little bit more working type knife. Okay, thanks for hanging with the miner.